What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and the LA City Council voted unanimously yesterday to ban rodeos in the city, despite opposition by many in LA who view the ban as an attack on a tradition and a culture that's native to the area, predating the city of Los Angeles itself. Let's get into it. The ban was introduced by Councilmember Bob Blumenfield, who represents the West Valley, and he cited animal safety as the main concern, saying that rodeo animals are tortured and abused with a variety of instruments. The ban has been discussed for the last 3 years in the city, and animal activists side with Blumenfield, arguing that horses, bulls, steer, and calves are chased, wrangled, and tormented for spectacle and so-called entertainment. Just before the council meeting and vote yesterday, hundreds of vaqueros and rodeo aficionados showed up at City Hall, many on horses wearing traditional garb, and they trotted up and down Main Street protesting the vote. Councilmember Monica Rodriguez, who represents the Northeast Valley, was one of the most vocal opponents of the ban, and she actually showed up to appear with the rodeo advocates before the meeting, where she did introduce an amendment attempted to assuage concerns that the ban would prevent important cultural events. It's important to understand that charreria, which is Mexico's national sport, is a team sport, and it can be traced to when the Spanish arrived in America. And in the 17th century, they allowed the native people to ride horses and work as ranch hands. And these events proved that the horses were qualified and skilled in a way that they wanted. And they were right here in Alta California, Los Angeles. These events have developed a long tradition in Los Angeles, as hundreds of thousands of people attend these events every year in cities like Compton, Paramount, El Monte, and Sylmar. Additionally, the Bill Pickett Rodeo appears in Los Angeles every year and is one of the biggest rodeo and equestrian event for African Americans, and people feel that these cultures may be the ones targeted with the ban. Now, California law already regulates rodeos, requiring a veterinarian to be present or nearby and on call, and injury reports must be sent to the California State Veterinary Medical Board. A report in 2022 by the LA Times showed that in the prior 20 years, when the law went into effect, more than 125 animal injuries had been reported. However, when you do the math, that's only 6 per year. So again, rodeo is a strong culture and has deep tradition here in Los Angeles. And though this ban may go into effect soon, the amendment by Rodriguez does attempt to carve out certain protections for cultural and traditional events. The ban doesn't go into effect immediately. It now goes to the Neighborhoods and Community Enrichment Committee, which will deliberate on the ordinance. And following the committee's recommendations, the ordinance will be brought in front of the full city council once again for vote. Blumenfield did say not to expect any major changes in the item that was voted on. So until then, the participants and people that celebrate the tradition and culture of rodeo in Los Angeles will just have to wait and see. All right, LA, it's been a minute.